You listen to the Afenyo's tape himself, where he was even questioning the efficiency or the qualification of the judge, asking whether he even went to law school or even was passed his exams. Pardon me, but if that is not one of the loose questions to be coming from none other than a minority leader who is a lawyer and has practiced in court, who knows that before you can even be a circuit court a judge, you must have practiced for at least 4 or 5 years or so, I'm told, before going there. Then you go to raise this stupid question.
What do you mean by it?
Let us face facts. Let's not treat this matter with velvet gloves. Unless you want to tell me here now, questioning the qualification.
Can you go down on your insults, please?
I'm not insulting.
You are.
Unless I should explain to you what stupid means, I can do that further. No. You've asked a stupid question that is impugning the qualification of the judge.
Please, with all due respect.
That is scandalous. Everybody else, including you. Yes, you are. You always will remain. Everybody on there. I was listening to.
My brother always see you. He has never given me fuel. Solomon, I must tell you.
I don't even get fuel myself.
I'm losing. That's not the point. I see you. So,
anyways,
sort your brothers out.
I was so surprised. I was so surprised listening to Senior Alfred with the submissions he was making, and citing some names and giving examples.
He cites 15 names, and clearly, like Obama and the rest.
You know, we can also cite a lot of names, but that is Stone Age politics. And we ought to know that there's a need for us to move. It comes with
evidence,
yes, it sure does. Should I also give you examples? Do you know Sami Jemfi, who was actually hauled just at the studio of UTV? Do you know of Bobie Ansa? Do you know of Apia Stadium? I can give you a lot of names. And look, when you want to do these things, don't assume that Ghanaians, pardon my French, are not sensible. It appears till date, the NPP does not know why it lost 2024 elections. And it has failed till date to sit down and do a proper introspection as to the things that caused their elections to be run aground to 38%, and then the things to do in order to win back the Ghanaian. When most of these things are happening, it doesn't take the NDC now to be responding to them, but rather Ghanaians in general. So look, we witnessed 8 years of your misrule. We witnessed 8 years of what you did and all of that. What are you talking about? I am so scandalized that till date, none of them is able to even say for once that we think sometimes, let's just say, let's be moderate to say that we think sometimes Abronye goes overboard. We think sometimes Chairman Wontumi goes overboard.
You mean they should admit it?
Yes.
They say it's free speech.
Free speech is not stupidity. It's not a guarantee to be stupid. Look, we listen to the likes of
Zombi, you mentioned stupid. You are the two leading parties. You are the government. They just transition now.
Roland, you listen to some of the commentaries by even Chairman Wontumi before. You recall some of the things he said even about candidate John Dramani Mahama, his house help or his daughter, the wife, and all of that. Very unsavory that I don't need to repeat on this platform.
Abronye.
Yes, Chairman Wontumi. Abronye is no different either. It appears the NPP is in the habit of actually appointing very loose canons to be the ones that head them at various at places you can imagine, regional chairmanship. And so if today you want to reference those as basis for some of these things we are doing, I do not think that Ghanaians have taken notice of anything wrongdoing that they want, any wrongdoing that they want to allude to. Look, as we sit here today, they themselves within themselves know so well that what they are doing is actually the wrong thing. And you see the funny thing.
What do you mean by the wrong thing?
While they are going about trying to want to malign the judiciary and bastardize them and say so many things about the NDC and all of that, they know due process and what to do, probably to even get Abronye his freedom. When I was coming here, I was listening to
what do you mean by due process?
Do they not know how to go through due process to seek Abronye's bail? I'm criticizing the judgment. But there's everything wrong when you are trying to scandalize the judge. We listen to Afenyo-Markin, who probably thinks that because he's minority leader, his presence should be enough to cause a judge to grant them bail at will. Forgetting as a lawyer himself that granting of bail is actually discretionary. I am not a lawyer. I can never pretend to be one, but I've heard many also say that in the law also there exist conditions, and the judge has that discretion based on a certain clause where he feels that the fellow in question may repeat that crime again or may have done similar thing in the past. And if you know this so well, but suddenly you feel you want to make it look as though and Roland, how long ago did the NPP leave power? For the past 9 out of 9 out of,
what's your point?
My point is that for all these judges and all systems we are talking about, we should be saying that we are building on a system that they have left behind. We are building on a system they have left behind. And so we are resetting. So as we are resetting, it is building on. So when we are building, where there is a need to be reset, that is a reset that needs to be done. So when you suddenly now think that because a ruling hasn't favored you, and in fact, as early as just July 2024, Afenyo-Markin in the House of Parliament, I wish you had that video. I'll share with the producer if they can play that, was one of those extolling the judiciary and also admonishing the Ghanaian that it's not always that we would have cases in our favor. However, if the things don't go our way, we must use the same system to correct the system. Bastardizing them has not been the right way of correcting things or getting things done. Then today, you want to now say that, oh, you were just criticizing the judiciary. Look, you listen to the Afenyo's tape himself, where he was even questioning the efficiency or the qualification of the judge, asking whether he even went to law school or even was passed his exams. Pardon me, but if that is not one of the loose questions to be coming from none other than a minority leader who is a lawyer and has practiced in court, who knows that before you can even be a circuit court a judge, you must have practiced for at least 4 or 5 years or so, I'm told, before going there. Then you go to raise this stupid question.
What do you mean by it?
Let us face facts. Let's not treat this matter with velvet gloves. Unless you want to tell me here now, questioning the qualification.
Can you cool down your insults, please?
I'm not insulting.
You are.
Unless I should explain to you what stupid means, I can do that further. No. You've asked a stupid question that is impugning the qualification of the judge.
Please, with all due respect.
That is scandalous.
I would wish that you don't describe his comment.
I am glad you know that I am describing his comment.
Okay, yeah.
That is okay. If you say that I should not describe him that way.
Those should be the rules of the game on the table. So that we have this argument.
Great.
And then the submissions.
So you raise a question such as that, impugning the qualification of a judge. When you know, because you are not a toddler, you Afenyo-Markin, you are not a toddler, you know so well that this judge, before getting to become a circuit court judge, must have actually practiced for at least 5 years. And before you practice, you must have been called to the bar. Before you must have been called to the bar, you must have read law. So when you ask this question, which is very illogical and insane, it means that you are scandalizing even the judiciary. I am surprised, however, when I heard the judiciary say that they are preparing and will be responding appropriately. I don't know if they have done so yet, but we expect them to actually call out Afenyo-Markin's and the likes for these things. I am not saying here that when you disagree with a ruling or you disagree with a judge, you shouldn't question that. You can even question a judgment if maybe you feel that a judge has actually referenced the wrong case or used the wrong case of law to actually prefer judgment, etc. You have the right to question that and disagree as well. But when you are now impugning even the quality, the qualification, the purpose of the person being there, what are you telling the entire judiciary? When you have said yourself that, yes, I'm a practicing court lawyer, etc. So let us be very careful what we do. My only consolation has been that, fortunately, the Ghanaian out there who watches us, the Ghanaian there who listens to us, knows the vast difference between the NDC and the MPP, knows the kind of politics they play. We have over 4 million, and therefore, if tempted, we'll make this country ungovernable. They have been saying this since, and they have always been doing it. They don't need to say it before doing it. It is what they have been doing. Sir John of blessed memory started, he also said these things in 2010, there about 2012. And as for Mustafa Salam, this is about the 3rd or 4th time he's said it already. Do you know the funny thing? The leadership of the MPP have failed their followership.
Oh, How do you say that?
Give me what significant thing they have done, which has given them good results in the just ended elections. They have allowed the duo of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia to destroy their party.
Why does?
Where are the stalwarts in the MPP? Is this the MPP we used to know? That suddenly will now have the likes of Abronye and Wuntumi to become the chairman of their regions. They are very strong regions. So are you surprised it's heading here? And so, because they are seeking renewal of their mandate as leaders from Salam Mustafa, Nanabi, etc., they have to find a way to rejuvenate by trying to make it look like we are the leaders you needed. We are now in a position and this is the time we can show you leadership. And that is why all these loose cannon speeches over. Well, you weaponize. Do what? If you are an MPP person and you are a Ghanaian, and I am telling you now, if anybody comes to want to use you as a weapon against the state, be mindful that there are dire consequences and you may be the one losing whilst they are thriving on what you are doing. And so Ghanaians need to know, but I believe that the MPP themselves know this as well. This is leadership that has failed them, that is very arrogant and refuse to heed any advice. Suddenly they have found themselves in opposition with a certain 38%, and their behavior has always been nothing beyond that 38. So let us find a way to say things that would incentivize our base. Let us say things that will make our base know that we are not done. You know what? They can't find a single scandal on this government. They can't find something.
Wow.
So they want to lash onto straws to seek relevance. And so the more they do that, then the more maybe the base also begins to think so. So I am not disappointed. I am not surprised. But I'm only shocked that the MPP till date has not come to terms with why they lost the last elections and to do a proper introspection that will help them grow from where they have found themselves today. Look, you listen to the Afenyo tape himself, where he was even questioning the efficiency or the qualification of the judge, asking whether he even went to law school or even was passed his exams. Pardon me, but if that is not one of the loose questions to be coming from none other than a minority leader who is a lawyer and has practiced in court, who knows that before you can even be a circuit court a judge, you must have practiced for at least 4 or 5 years or so, I'm told, before going there. Then you go to raise this stupid question.